So, I just bought an Audi R8 and it happens to be the most cheapest one in the UK. The Audi R8 is a supercar known for its blistering performance.
V10 performance. Oh my god, this is fast. God, I'm skipping sideways.
Powered by a high-revving 5.2 litre V10 engine, the same found in a Lamborghini Huracan. They even share the same chassis, and they sound absolutely amazing. So I was on the lookout for my next project car and I came across this. However, there's a problem. The details stated that it's a non-runner and that the engine won't start, with the reason being unknown. Well, that sounds like a bit of me, and I went for it and took that risk. Did I make a big mistake? You're about to find out. Welcome the first supercar to my channel, the Audi R8 V10 Spyder. Currently on Copilot right now, so let's check it out. Let's see what the hybrid goes for. Very excited, guys. This is the first supercar I'm going to purchase on my channel, and I'm looking heavily forward to it. Let's just see if I win this bid. I know it's going to go crazy, man. It's on 21 now. I'm expecting double, 40k, around that. Here we go, guys. 21,400. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna wait for everyone to calm down with the bidding, and then I'll go for my bids. Need to win this car, man. Guys, winning bid, £41,000. Oh, wait. Bonus time. One more time. Am I gonna win this Audi R8? No way. I've won it. Audi R8 is mine. Well, not yet. It's an approval, so that basically means I need to wait for them to approve that. But flipping out, I just bought R8. So, with every car that I buy, I like to do background checks on them, especially on cars like this that I bought from auction, because you never know what the history could be like. For that, I use Car Vertical, a comprehensive vehicle check service that carries out history checks in over 25 countries. So I've got another report over here of another Audi R8. However, as you can see straight away on this one, it marks that this car's been previously damaged. So if I click on that, it takes me straight down and it shows me the areas of where the car was damaged previously. What's really good about Car Vertical is you can actually see pictures of the car when it was crash damaged, which is insane. I would never buy a car like this. That's mad. And if you scroll down, you can also see mileage history. So you can see from the time the car was made in 2019 all the way up to 21, and how the mileage incrementally goes up. So if you're looking to buy a car and want to check the history of it, be sure to use Car Vertical, as it's the safest way to do so. Use my promo code BOOST to get yourself 20% off the report. Now, back to the Audi R8. So, to begin with, I think it's quite clear why this one might be the most cheapest in the UK. First reason, the back bumper is missing, just to start off with. Now, what do we all know about Audi R8s with the back bumpers missing? Or Huracan? Twin turbos, right? Has this got a twin turbo? I don't think so. It's still got a shield on it. So yeah, looks like salvage, doesn't it? However, this Audi R8 is completely HPI clear, uncategorized. In fact, it's got nothing wrong with the bodywork at all. The bumper's right behind me. So what is wrong with this car is, it's a non-runner. Simple as that. Let's have a look. Now, from here, it's quite clear that there's an engine in there, and even a gearbox. But on Copart, when I was bidding on the vehicle and looking at it, you can only make out this area. So the risk here is, I bought this on the basis that it may not have a gearbox or an engine. However, because I'm so keen-eyed, I actually managed to see the oil filter housing right there on the advert, and that convinced me that there is an engine there. So I can work with something. We're Boost Performance, we build engines all the time. So I went ahead and bidded on it. Lots of bids put on, but naturally I'm the winner. When I want a car, I win the car. Anyway, let's get started. What's wrong with this car? A few things have been stripped from this engine bay, leaving the engine and gearbox exposed. Normally, it's when a garage has stripped the car up and the owner has said no to the repairs, purely due to expense. So I'm pretty sure something serious is going down on this engine. We're about to find out. So I've got the keys, follow me inside. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put the ignition on first, nothing more, just in case something serious is up, and I'm going to crank the engine and do more damage. Ignition on. Let's see what warning messages we get. oil change due. Here they come. Switch off engine and check coolant level. So there's no coolant in the engine whatsoever. Drive system fault. Oil level sensor. How many more to go? Washer fluid, that's a big problem. Now it says oil level sensor. So as far as I know, the oil carrier is missing, the part in the middle of the engine. However, I have got that in the workshop. That was in the front boot of the car. So let me jump out. I've got a few other things to show you. If you guys come around the front, look inside there. All the ignition coils are removed. Spark plugs are there as well. And it looks like the spark plug's got a bit of oil on it. So straight away I can tell you, we're looking at engine fault at the moment because someone's obviously stripped it out and more than likely done a compression test on the engine and confirmed low compression. Maybe. Oh look, come down here guys. Starter motor. So even if I tried to start this engine, I could have never started it because it's obviously been removed. So let's do a quick walk around the car. In terms of condition, it's pretty clean. The color is in the very lovely crystal aura blue. So it's a bit dirty now, but when the sun comes out, you literally see pearls all over the paint. It's got the red Audi R8 brake calipers, upgraded seats. The stock version comes in bucket seats. This is what they call the luxury seats. They're more comfortable. I prefer them myself anyway. Got the carbon fiber interior as well, carbon fiber side blades, and of course a back bumper missing. So the difference between an Audi R8 Spyder and a normal Audi R8 is pretty much the roof. This is a convertible, so the roof goes down, and the other one is just a hardtop coupe. Sean, what do you think of this car?
This is f***ing beast, bro.
No, you can't swear, man. Alright. Let's get this roof off and go for a cruise.
That's look beautiful. Key sideways. This is what I'm talking about.
Let's leave it like that. Let's get the car in. It's nice, isn't it?
Can't wait.
Soon, you're gonna make it happen. R8. Watch out.
So just taking my R8 for a cruise.
85,000 car, you have been pushing. Haven't you?
Sunny day, innit? Perfect day for the roof to come off. It's in. It's in. The beast is in. It came in quite easily though. So the car is in, boost performance. Next up, do a compression test and take things from there. So these are the parts that I've recovered from the boot of the car. So we got 8 coil packs, 8 spark plugs, starter motor, and this is the oil can where the oil is carried in this vehicle. And that's the reason why you've seen the oil level sensor is showing up, and obviously no oil in the system as well. So the first thing we're thinking to do here is basically connect the starter motor, put this back in. It's the easiest thing to do, and then do a compression test on the engine. Then we can verify what's going on internally. Of course, we've got to connect this up and put a bit of oil into it. We are going to pull out the oil filter as well and just look for metal filings in there, just in case, because if that's the case, we don't have to even do all of this. It means there's definitely an engine problem internally. So I've just said 8 ignition coils. It's actually 10. Of course, it's a V10. 10 cylinders, 10 ignition coils, and 10 spark plugs. So what we're going to do is remove this little tail lid over here, just so it gives us easier access to the engine bay. As you can see, with the roof up here, it's not very easy. We're just about working things out. So look, we got access now to the engine bay. There is a way to manually wind this back down, but I don't know how to do it, and I ain't got time to look into that. Let's just crack on with the repairs. Got a lot to do on this engine.
Gentle, gentle, gentle.
Very gentle.
See this?
This car's worth 80 grand.
This can buy a fucking house.
Oh, there you go. I love that. I love the open engine bay area. We can actually work in there. Put my head in there and have a look. There you have it. A properly exposed V10. So now we got perfect access to do what we got to do. So let's start putting things on. Let's put the oil can in, starter motor on, ignition coil and spark plugs in, and we can get this car to do a compression test. Who knows? This car might even start up, as far as I know. Sure, it'll be misfiring based on the ignition coil condition and the spark plugs. So, just pull out the oil filter, have a look. Any cuttings in there?
No.
No. Okay, so that's some sort of a good sign, I guess. We just pulled out the oil filter and there's no metal filings in there.
And Namzi, two of we work at one place. Good thing.
We're having a debate at the moment whether the engine seized or not, whether it's a gearbox problem or engine problem.
No, engine
Mixed
problem.
opinions at the moment.
Engine problem.
He's saying it's an engine problem.
What are you saying, Seth?
I don't say, I say it could be there's a problem with the gearbox as well because I can see the shaft is out.
Yeah, but that's because they stripped it. They wanted the engine out.
Thanks.
And then changed their mind. It got too expensive and they changed their mind.
They take one side.
I don't know,
This
man.
engine comes with the subframe, so they can't do that.
So we're just underneath the car now. And what we're going to do first of all is turn the crank manually and check if the engine is turning to start off with. Because if the engine is seized, then it's game over. So we've got a little hole over here, peephole, what we call it. Now if you look in, you can see the flywheel there. So the flywheel is attached to the crankshaft. We're going to use a pry bar to check if the engine is seized or not.
It's actually turning now.
Huh? Yeah, but it has to keep going though.
It's turning.
It turned tight. Tight, very tight.
Ooh,
Too tight.
damn, that is tight.
Too tight.
So I'm not too sure as of yet, but we just turned the engine manually and it seemed too tight. Maybe too early to speak, but we still got to do more tests on this. So just to see what's going on before we get the engine out and start stripping things down. Because that's a whole new ball game doing that. So guys, based on what just happened now, we're not going to be putting the ignition coil spark plugs in or the starter motor because it makes no sense. It's just too stiff at the moment, and doing that, you might just fry the starter motor. It's way too stiff.
Maybe someone not able to turn it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, starter motor is not going to be able to turn the engine the way it is right now. It's just going to fry it out, and we'll have to end up buying more parts. So it looks like right now we need to remove the back end of the car and get the engine and gearbox out. It's playtime. Let's get started.
Loads of boats.
We're going to remove the engine and gearbox together, and the only way to do that on this chassis is remove the back end of it, so the bumper, the exhaust system, the cats, heat shield out of the way, and then lift the engine up and take it out back ways. So let's start removing the back bumper and let's get this engine out. With some wires attached there. Look at that, man. Bad job. So some garage must have taken this apart before, got it ripped, and this is the repair they've done on the wiring. Ridiculous. But yeah, we're going to remove the wiring from this, get that out of the way, take the screws off the tail lights, get the tail light out, remove this frame, and then it will give us a clear path to get the engine out. Can't wait to strip this engine down and see what sort of damage we're looking at. And that is going to come with some serious expense, for sure, guaranteed. This is a V10, no messing around. If you jump on eBay, used engines are 20 to 25 grand. But we're not looking to do that. We're going to rebuild this engine. So yeah, as long as the engine is in a rebuildable condition, that is our plan. So we're just underneath the Audi R8. Here's the gearbox, and that obviously attaches straight to the engine. And to the engine is attached the drive shaft. So as you can see, we've removed the bolts for it, so that can be separated out. All the pipes that are attached to anything to the body gets removed. And then other than that, it's the wiring loom at the top that we need to slowly work on, and disconnect anything attached to the body of the vehicle, so the engine and gearbox can be lifted up and out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited to pull the engine and gearbox out and strip it down to assess what sort of damage we're looking at. At the same time, not very looking forward to how expensive it's going to be, because the R8 V10 any parts you look for, whether it's a crankshaft, a block, piston, rods, they come in the thousands, not in the hundreds. It's gonna be super, super expensive. So yeah, it's a bit of suspense now, just to get the engine out and inspect for damages. At this point, all we do know is the engine is tight. We don't know what's causing that. It could be absolutely anything. It could have been a timing problem. It could be a piston dragging on the sleeve, crankshaft. We don't know. Just, yeah, time will tell. We've got most of it stripped now anyway. As you can see, the exhaust is off, the bumper, the anti-roll bar, tail lights. Wiring loom is pretty much out the way now. So it's pretty much just removing the last few pieces of pipes that we have attached to the engine underneath, and then should be good for us to strap the engine crane on and lift the engine up. So as you can see, things are getting a little serious over here. We were shown in the engine bay, putting some straps onto the engine, and we're about to get the engine and gearbox hoisted onto the engine crane, which is over there. We'll bring it down here, tie it up, and start lifting. And yeah, engine and gearbox will be out very, very soon. Here we go. How heavy do you think the engine and gearbox is combined together? About 600 kilos?
700 probably.
Probably about 500-600 kilos. No problem with this one though, it's going to do 2 tons up to here, so 1.5. I think we'll do it there for safety, 1 ton. That'll be the safest option. But yeah man, let's get this engine out. Thumbnail picture. Let's get some gloves on and let's get to work. The engine's about to come out. Let's do this. So it's very easy. All you have to do is pump this up and the engine comes out. Apart from all the labor work that just went in to taking everything out. So engine is all strapped up. Next up, we've got to attach the belt to the gearbox as well, because it's a pretty heavy gearbox, and then to give some balance. Otherwise, when you start lifting the engine up, it's going to become like this. So we want to stay like this, so it goes up, straight. Yep. Is the car going up again? This is not as easy as it looks.
So we're almost out.
Almost out, man. Almost out.
Come for the last few.
One.
Okay. Pull it back, pull it back.
Yeah, it's coming.
Let's go. 1 second. Hold on. Go on. Yeah, that's it. V10 engine is out. Look at that. Empty Audi R8 engine bay. Oh my God, look at this. Insanity, man. This is a V10 engine with a gearbox attached. Look at this. Insane.
Well done.
Finally, man, finally. Took some time, but we got there at the end. I don't think we should leave it hanging in the air for too long.
Oh no.
Bloody hell, look at this. 7 hours later, engine is out of the Audi R8. Damn, look at all this, man. All these parts. You got parts from the the boot, the roof, and all this stuff all over. You got the exhaust and stuff right at the back. So this is what you call a V10, guys. You see that V? Block, 2-cylinder heads, 5 cylinders on each side, 5 and 5, V10. At the moment, this is the FSI. Are we gonna make it into a TFSI, twin turbocharger? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe. Let's see how this build goes. Anyway, let's get this engine and gearbox to the build area over there. We'll lower it down and then tomorrow we'll get on with the stripping part and to see what's going on with this engine exactly. See you guys tomorrow. You know what I'm gonna do? Shall I load?
Come down a bit lower.
Definitely. The reason we're coming down is if for any reason one of these belts snap or chain snaps and it drops down, the bill becomes 3 times than what it's going to be now already. So it's like a safety measure. Okay, let's get this moving.
Come on. Show them.
Push and pull. That's it. Lower down to safety, and that's us right here. Oh, damn.
Touchdown.
There we have it, guys. V10, touchdown on the ground at Boost Performance. Back tomorrow, so we're gonna start stripping the engine down and take it from there. You guys tune in. So that'll be the end of this video. Catch us on part 2, where we start stripping the engine down and finding out what damage there is. It's now 7 p.m. and I'm gonna call it a day and back to work tomorrow. I'm gonna start stripping this engine down. See you guys there. So with every car that I buy, I like